Assalamu alaikum, Cal. I'm back on Jeffrey Hill. I thought I'd do a little bit of a video. This is probably take 300 because every time I try and do a video, there's a car going past, people making noises and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm back with the bike that threw me off and nearly killed me. Very busy here today. That's the 20% decline. You need to go down that road and back up it again if you haven't been, Cal. And that's the killer road I'm telling you about. So after you've done Birdie Brow, you come back up that way, okay, after you've done Jeffrey Hill. So looking at this bike, I'll just tell you what actually happened here, right? So I put this on my cousin's bike just to protect the bike, because if you fall over and that gets pushed in, that's your rear derailleur, you pretty much had it. It'll break that section there, but there's a section designed to break. But once that, you know, if that gets bent back, you're not getting home, mate. Right? You know, if your bike ever fell, for example, and your chain didn't break. In this case, the chain snapped because I stood up to belt it down a hill, and by standing up, you're putting massive amounts of pressure on the chain. So the chain was old, the chain link wasn't put on properly, or something like that. It's going to cause catastrophic failure. So in this case, the chain, when it snapped, it literally got wrapped up in there, pulled the front rear derailleur downwards in a downwards action, and can you see the big gouge or the dent in the alloy frame? So this frame now will never be able to be repaired. It's a write-off aluminium frame. Yeah. Now if that was carbon, it would have broken the frame, broken that point. Okay. I believe on a carbon bike, an element of alloy is there on that section because it needs to be strong for the derailleur, but it would have just gone in and it would have caved in and it would have snapped, but it wouldn't have thrown me off my bike like this bike. But this is a solid bike. The crank's very, very strong. There's nothing wrong with that. The rest of the bike's okay. It's just a case of salvaging what we can off this bike now. But it just goes to show you need to be careful with chains. You need to check for chain stretch. You need to make sure it's part of the service thing. That, you know, a lot of people just ignore the chains. They don't look at them. But you need to check that regularly for chain stretch, because a chain which is stretched more than likely will mean the link is stretched as well somewhere along the line. So you might have to change the link, or just change the chain and change the link as well to be on the safe side. Put a new link on. But you can see the damage, man, sustained there. Look at that. Look at that. It's a right mess. But anyway, here's to all the riders for this season. Everyone's getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to ride as well. Thankfully, I've made a recovery. Still a little bit concussed, but I'm getting there. And I think when the first April ride comes, I'll be ready to, you know, smash a few people, because I'm coming for everybody this year. I'm not going to be thrown off riding just because I've come off a bike. No chance. I'm going to get back on that bike and I'm going to get smashing it. I'm going to be flying, hopefully. So let's see how it goes.